Okay. Is it good? All right. So I'm going to disclose some information about a couple different places on this video. All right. Um, I'm making my way through my list. Uh, and I'm going through and I'm gonna mark off the people as we go. Okay. It's a couple people coming up right now. Spring Help. All right, so Spring Help. I think I already said something about them. I know I got a video of them on either Dasha Ray Williams Reviews on YouTube or Dasha Speaks Racism on YouTube. So if y'all want to go see some more detail about that, y'all can. But Spring Help, the mental health counselor that I dealt with over there was Kimberly McNeil. She worked with Wolfspeed to make me, like, she lied to me and she forced me into the group setting of therapy, which when I went to Holly Hill, I was there for like 3 days. All right. She forced me into an unhealthy therapy setting for me. All right. She did that because they were trying to involuntarily commit me. They were trying to find a reason to do that. And that was also what they did to fabricate the evidence so that they could deny me my concealed carry permit. All right. Which the Wake County Sheriff's Department did deny me based off of fabricated evidence from Holly Hill. And then when I asked them to provide me with, the records that they used to deny me, Bradley V. Hecox failed to do so. And he still, last time I sent him an email, he hasn't responded to that. All right. So I wanted to disclose that Spring Health, they're located in New York, but they partner with Wolfspeed for the employees. Wolfspeed is located in Durham, North Carolina. Kimberly McNeil is the therapist that I dealt with. They sent her on a vacation before she started doing the dumb shit. Like, she even gave me the website when she was like I couldn't see her and the group therapy be in group therapy at the same time. That was a lie. Okay, found that out. She even gave me a fraudulent website address to reach out to them to try to when I was looking for a group setting. All right, Triangle Springs, also in Raleigh, North Carolina. They had something to do with it too. They was working with them. It wasn't they didn't do as much. Like, I went through when I did the initial consultation, and they told me that they accepted my insurance, but then after I did the initial consultation, they said that they didn't accept my insurance. Okay, so Triangle Springs in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Spring Help, they're located in New York. But they partner with Wolfspeed, and they were part of the organized crime with Wolfspeed to cut me out of getting my long-term disability. All right. And Kimberly McNeil, who was the therapist that I was talking to, and I have my original records from them just in case they don't went back and changed some shit. I got my records. All right. Another triangle jelly sandwich. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get this video and I'll make you another triangle jelly sandwich. Was it good? Okay, good. Hold on. But yeah, I want to disclose that because, like I said, I'm trying to go through this list, and huh? Okay, you full? Okay, good. Well, that's even better because I made it pretty big. All right. And then also, I want to disclose that Benjamin McCrae, I don't know Ben's last name, but he's from Fairmont, North Carolina. His sister is Victoria Walters. She's employed with Sanderson Farms in St. Paul's, North Carolina. He says she's a supervisor out there. He's been working with them. Okay, we've had 2 encounters since I've been back. He was like my boyfriend in like 7th grade. All right. But he was working with them to get information. Okay. He was working with them to get information, and him and Jerry, I don't know Jerry last name, but because they've been stalking me and stuff. So I went to the unemployment office one day, and Benjamin McCrae and Jerry popped up, and then there was a Mexican dude that was sitting across there. He was working with them too. All right. But I sent a copy of his resume to my email because I helped him with his unemployment claim on the computer. If the cameras work, y'all be able to see that. So I have the date for that. Which, when y'all come asking about everything, if y'all want that information, I have that too. But Benjamin McCrae has been working with them. Okay, let me mark him off my list. Benjamin McCrae and Jerry. Okay. Mount Terre Farms. Carol Collins, LaQuinta Richardson, Tiffany Thomas, I think it is. And I think it's one more other person. I had an interview with them. They discriminated against me. And I believe they had me interviewing for a position that was already filled. Okay, like it wasn't even an available position. But they gave me the interview because they had set up for me to move here to Holly Ridge. All right, and they were trying to find out information about old friends and, trying to figure out how they could get in. Okay, so at the end of the interview, there was one more other lady that was involved. I can't call her name right now, but I think I filed a lawsuit against her. But it's in my email too. But at the end, the lady Carol, she was asking me like what school I had graduated from, what high school I had graduated from, and things of that nature. She collected information for them. Okay, because I told y'all that it seemed like I've been seeing a lot of my old friends and shit, or old people that I know from school, and it's like they went back, in my past to find out about me in my past, and they use Mount Air Farms. They use these jobs and these people that work at these jobs to give me these interviews. These fake ass interviews that they never intended hiring me for, wasting my gas, time, and energy because I had to drive all the way from Zebulon to go there. And, I have a lawsuit. I filed a lawsuit against Mount Air Farms for it, and all 3 or 4 of the employees that it was that participated. Okay. And, they all contributed to the discrimination and have participated in organized crime at Mount Air Farms. So they're a part of it. The LaQuinta Richardson, Carol Collins, Tiffany Thomas, and it's another lady. I can't call her name right now, but she was in there with Carol interviewing me. Okay. Who else do I want to catch on this list right here? Okay, Shining Stars Preschool. All right, they discriminated against me. The lady that does the enrollments, I can't call her name. There were a couple of people that I sent emails to. They never responded to me. All right, then I sent them an email from another email. There was one person that responded to me. All right, Shining Stars. Today I was out and about at the store. There was a lady in the store across from the high school in Lumberton, North Carolina, at the high school store. She had on all black. She had her shades on, trying to, be invisible, even though I know him. So she started talking to my son, and I keep receipts, okay? So I didn't get a receipt from the gas pump, so I went back in to get my receipt. Then she started saying something to my son about Shining Stars Preschool. Do you go to Shining Stars Preschool? This is after Shining Stars has refused to allow me to enroll him when I wanted to enroll him. Okay, so Shining Stars Preschool, Hugger Bear Child Care, the one on Elizabethtown Road, the owner over there is Terry Johnson. She's a part of this organized crime too. All right, and Terry Johnson at Hugger Bear wrongfully dismissed my child, like unenrolled him, said he couldn't come back after I made a complaint about a little boy over there bullying him. You know, but he kept complaining about a little boy hitting him and saying that the teachers won't say nothing about it and all this. So I complained to them about it, and then the next day, which was on Halloween day, she was like that she felt like it would be in our best interest for us to part ways because I complained about my son being bullied. All right. Instead of addressing the problem. Okay. So Terry Johnson over there at Hugger Bear Child Care, the owner, her daughter, the teachers over there, they was telling my son, trying to turn my son against me, telling him to be scared of witches. Okay. Even though I'm a good witch, I do light work. All right. So they have participated in organized crime too. So I gotta put this down. We gotta put them on here. We gotta put them on here. We're gonna put Spring Help on here. We're gonna put Ben and Jerry on here. And Lumberton Junior High School is in on it too. Lumberton Senior High School is in on it. Lumberton Junior High School, Jermaine Watson, Verucia Davis, Miss Kane, the assistant principal. There are some other 6th grade teachers that are in on it too. I don't know all their names, but there are others that are in on it at Lumberton Junior High School. All right. I just want to get everybody that I can on this list. Okay. Lumberton Junior High School, the teachers was bullying my son, you know, they were getting reactions out of him, but they were trying to get a reaction out of me. So they were antagonizing him and provoking him. And then they were expecting me to come and raise hell at the school, which I just, eventually I unenrolled him because they weren't doing nothing anyway. They weren't teaching nothing anyway. All right. The public schools of Robertson County, the Board of Education is in on it. Bonte Leach is one of them. There are other people on the board. I don't know all their names right off, but when we start investigating, y'all start going to ask people questions, get all the records of any communication with or from me. If they don't have it, I got it in my email. All right. So public schools of Robertson County, is in on it. And I'm just going through this list while I'm going through it right now. Just trying to get as many people crossed off this list as I can. Cause I still got a fairly long list to go through. Okay. Searchy Acquisition. They are in on it. They gave me a job, which I only worked there about 3 days. They are located in Youngsville, North Carolina. I can't disclose the type of work or nothing, but I worked there for 3 days. All right. 2 or 3 days. But as soon as I got in there, they gave me the job so that they could study me. So they had workers in there. I can point out the workers. One of them was a he, she, or she, he. And the other one was like a heavyset girl. I don't know their names right off, but they got the records. Put them in a lineup. I can tell you who they is. All right. They hired them to get information on me. The people that were working there was like the program, the manager or something, the floor manager. He was a black guy. He was in there flexing and talking about all the degrees and stuff he got and the military affiliation that he has. Okay. The HR lady, she was in on it. The lady that called me and gave me the job. What the first red flag was, I was supposed to go take a drug test. I didn't go take the drug test. They still gave me the job and told me to go take the drug test after, once I got there, went to the drug test, everything came back good on that. All right, because I don't do drugs. But Searchy Acquisition in Youngsville, North Carolina, they hired me and they had people in there that were trying to study me, that were trying to get information about me and trying to figure, they were trying to do something to my vehicle too, I believe, when I was working there, because the way that you park, you had to park around the back where nobody couldn't see you. All right. So they were trying to do something to my vehicle and they was trying to set me up on something. All right. Pause at Play in Wake Forest, North Carolina. That location, I had came and did a working interview with them. All right. It was a couple people that acted like they was going to give me a job but didn't interview me, never called me back. They were just trying to get information and were trying to make me feel like I wasn't worthy, to be working. But what they really did, I ain't want to work for nobody anyway, bitch. I'm an entrepreneur, all right? And I work for God, really. But, I was just doing what God told me to do. Because he said we wiping these motherfuckers out collectively. All right, so search, acquisition, pause it, play, and wait for us. All right, I went and did a working interview. I was there for a couple hours that day. Reached back out to them to get some information. They never called me back, but all it was white girls in there anyway, and they don't have any black clients. I believe that all of their clients, most of them that came in there that morning, are definitely a part of this organized crime. They were just there trying to study me and, trying to make me feel stupid and humiliated, basically. But y'all getting ready to go to prison for participating, all right? I think I told y'all about Zebulon Police Department already, in regards to them refusing to allow me to press charges on a man that threatened my son because it was something that they set up, okay? The county manager, Kelly something is her name, out here in Lumberton, North Carolina, Robinson County. The county manager, Kelly something is her name. She's a part of it too. Okay, I've seen her multiple emails she hasn't responded to. They're all in on it. Allenton Head Start. Latanya at Allenton Head Start. South Robinson Head Start has participated. Southeastern Community Action Program has participated. The location in Laurinburg, North Carolina, where you go apply for Section 8, they have participated in this organized crime. I'm just trying to get through the list, okay? I think I told y'all about Track Phone already. The motherfuckers over there at Track Phone, my phone was with them for a little second. Until I realized that they was a part of the organized crime. They had my ability to message and receive messages, text messages blocked, completely blocked. Okay. AutoZone in Lumberton in Red Springs. O'Reilly's on West 5th Street. Advanced Auto Parts in Zebulon. AutoZone in Zebulon, North Carolina. All of them are a part of it. Okay. Trans Carolina Permits in Raleigh, North Carolina. They're a part of it. Okay, there's a natural hair school in Lumberton, North Carolina. I can't think of the name of it right now. But the lady that owned that is the only one in Lumberton, North Carolina. Lumberton, North Carolina ain't but so big. But that natural hair school in Lumberton, North Carolina, the lady that owned that, she's in on it. She gave me a fake ass scholarship. And I ain't heard nothing else about her. I ain't heard nothing else from her about it. All right, Trans Carolina Permits. Everybody over there, the lady that do the hiring, her daughter, I can't think of everybody's name right now. The workers, all the workers. There was a lady that started that she was connected to DCI. DCI is a part of it. The lady that owns DCI, which is a place where they do like home ownership, she's a part of it. Her staff was a part of it. There was a lady that looked like Elmo that was offering the course. Light-skinned lady. I complained on her. They gave me the runaround. Made it very hard for me to get the certificate for the course. Ignored me and all type of stuff. Just treated me very unfairly. Fayetteville Technical Community College CDL department. The nigga that's over there, he's a part of it. Laurinburg Housing Authority. They're a part of the network. They're included with HUD's network. Okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to get through as much of this list as I can. All right. I think I already told y'all the FBI in Atlanta. Okay. There are staff at the call center that are participating in organized crime. The FBI in Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I got the details on the day that I made the call and the times I made the calls. All right. They gave me the runaround, refused to take my reports, told me to seek legal advice. There was a man and 3 women that I spoke with. All right. They're in on the organized crime. Whew. Okay. Wake County Board of Education, they're in on it. Okay, there's a high school in Durham, Hillside High School. The therapist over there is a man. The principal over there is a man. They're in on it. All right. I gotta find the name of the elementary school in Durham. All right, Bailey Shop in Fairmont, North Carolina. Jimmy, he's in on it. They did some work to my truck, and they were trying to fuck my truck up. They put a thermostat on my truck that I didn't ask them to put on that was sticking. I got the notification about it, so I had to change my thermostat. But they also changed my brake booster on my vehicle too. All right. Based on what they did to my truck, my motor's supposed to be blowed up by now. But there's another vehicle from years ago that Jimmy stole from me because he lied to me and told me that my motor was gone when it wasn't. And then he put it over there at his daddy's shop on 130 to make it try to look like there was something wrong with my vehicle. They gave me $500 for it. Coerced me into selling them my vehicle where it won't nothing wrong with it. I sent it over there for them to fix the thermostat. And they made up a lie and said that my motor was blown when it wasn't. Okay. But that was a 2008 Dodge Avenger that I had. It was gold. That was years ago before I left Fairmont, North Carolina. But he thought that he was getting ready to do it again. But I caught it. So, no. Okay. The Bell and Paventi is a dentist out there in Spokane, Washington. There's another dentist too that does orthodontics. The Bell and Paventi refused to take off my daughter's braces before we were leaving Washington State. They told me that she would have to go to another doctor and that everything would transfer because she was getting braces on Medicaid. I wouldn't be surprised if they still billed us or still billed for her braces after we were no longer patients. So y'all need to look into the Bell and Paventi, the orthodontics out there in Spokane, Washington. I'll find the name of the other orthodontics in a couple of days or so. I'm just trying to go through the list and tell y'all about all these people that are a part of this organized crime. Spectrum, I think I already mentioned this one time, but Spectrum Internet, all right, when I was in Zebulon and when I got here, which is why I had to cut it off, but I recently cut it back, got it back on, okay, Spectrum Internet, they were fucking with my internet connection. Like every day I would have multiple outages on my internet, all right, and that continued for months until I got here, and then it was happening as soon as I got here, so I cut it off and got with somebody else, and then now I haven't been having that many problems. So Spectrum is in on it as well. I think I told y'all about Back Market, but Back Market is where you can go and get refurbished phones and electronics. That's why I was ordering phones and electronics off of. I ordered a laptop Apple laptop. I paid like $300 for it. I'm still have not been able to use it. It's cut on like 2 or 3 times, and then after that, it ain't cut on no more. Okay. It comes on, but the screen is black. So what they were trying to do, because it cut on long enough for me to get logged into my accounts, they've been trying to hack into my email. But every time that they try to do it, they get blocked. All right. They're trying to get me to take my stuff to get fixed by somebody, but we're not doing that. Cause I know what they own. Jamestown Daycare, they're in on it. In Lumberton, North Carolina. I already told y'all about J Stout. Capital Auto Auction, AAA is in on it. There was a couple assassination attempts with AAA. Okay, there was one call that I made. It was dark one night. I ran out of gas, and the man that came, he was trying to figure out how he could attack me. And like after he finished putting the gas in, he was trying to open my door, and then he stood right there like he was trying to figure out what he was doing. So I was like, what the fuck you need, nigga? Like, you good? You straight? I was like, you good? He was like, yeah. He thought that because it was dark, that he was going to be able to attack me. But what you don't know, nigga, me and my kids train to go. Even my 4-year-old, nigga, you ain't nobody doing nothing to us, period, okay? So he went on and left. But that was an assassination attempt. Y'all need to get AAA a record of all calls, because I was running out of gas a lot. Y'all need to get a record of all calls that I made for service with AAA. All right, the Washington State Club and the North Carolina Club. And then when I left, the Washington State and moved to North Carolina, I changed my address. They would not move my plan from Washington State to North Carolina. All right. I told y'all about J Stout when I bought the vehicle, and it only worked for 3 days. I paid almost $7,000, I believe, for it, and it only worked for 3 days. Then I ended up having to take some more money. And that's when I got the truck I ended up making a down payment on that when I left that truck in Moses Lake, Washington, Capital Auto Auction. I told y'all about that one where I went and got the vehicle. And it stopped working in 3 days. So what they do, they got mechanics that are trained to fuck up the Cadillac converters. And I didn't know, but the Cadillac converters, when they fuck up and they go out, they make money off of them. All right. There were people at the hotel in Moses Lake, Washington, that were working with them. Okay. That looks like a lot of the people on my list. Pools in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a place where they do car work. Pools, auto, or something like that. They're in on the organized crime. Okay. The Social Security Administration Office, the one located in Smithfield, North Carolina. I know Kim Knight, her supervisor. There's quite a few people over there. Get records of the interactions I've had with people. Anytime that I went into that office, they have participated in organized crime. All right. Yeah. Get records of it. And then the one in Lumberton, North Carolina, too, the Social Security Administration Office over there, they have participated too. Okay, I did DCI. I'm gonna come on here and tell y'all about some more people. I did DCI. Everrise. Everrise is a company that I worked for like 2 days. All right. This is the company that I got fired from after they broke into my house and stole my paperwork showing that I had one of my charges from, like it was like 13 or 14 that I had got expunged. The only record I had of it was an envelope with my paper in it. When they broke into my house, that was one of the things that they took. And then I got the job with Everrise. It was a work from home job. The lady in there, Gloria something, she, her and the HR team, they have participated in organized crime. The PTAC in Spokane, Washington, Alicia something over there, her and her boss, gave me the runaround when I was trying to get in with the government contracts for my business. Didn't want to teach me how to do nothing. I complained on her. She still didn't want to fucking help me. She's very racist with her ugly buck teeth ass. All right. I can't remember her last. I think it's Rodale or something like that. But Alicia and her boss, okay, they're a part of the organized crime. All right, I told y'all when I was leaving Washington for days, there were people following us across Iowa, Idaho, Nebraska, Oregon, all the state lines that we crossed. There were people following us. Okay, the Wake County Board of Education. What was that goddamn lady name? The lady that does the HR complaints. She was in on it. Choice Loans in Atlanta, Georgia. They are in on it. Okay, this thing stretches very far and very far. Sprouts Farmers Market. Their managers, employees in Fayetteville, North Carolina, they are in on it. Okay. And I think that's all we're going to go through right now because I don't want the video to be too long. But I had to come and tell y'all about that. I think there was something else that I need to disclose, but I'm going to do a separate video. Yeah, it was. I'll do a separate video on that one. But we just went through a whole bunch of them. So y'all make sure that any records of any communications or anything that I've done with these people in these companies, you need the records of it, and I got the records of it, and you need to get the records of it because they have participated in organized crime. All right, I think I told y'all about Monterey Bay Herb Company already on one of my other videos. But yeah.